Why black people need AI? Listen, I know a lot of people upset at AI already. It's taking our jobs, it's taking the water, coconut water, it's taking all the waters, and it's just not good for the world. But listen, for us black people, I think it can be used to our advantage if we just give it a chance. Now listen, over here on this channel, we talk about technology, but in a raw and real way. So we about to get really cold. We finna get really hardcore when we talk about this stuff. We not here to sugarcoat, because what we saying right now is so big and so profound that I know it's gonna assist a lot of people. So let's break it down in a raw and real way. If you guys like content like this, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get into it, man. First way that AI can assist black people is with business. Now, listen. I know a lot of people thinking to themselves, how exactly can it help with my business? I mean, it can't like produce and just print money for me. That's probably true. Actually, you're very true in a lot of ways. But you know what it can actually help you with? It can help you with shortening or lessening your employee pool. Now, what do I mean by this, right? Somebody's going to win when it comes to capitalism, y'all. Somebody's going to win out of this. So if you don't do it as a black person, another person will. You know, whether white, Asian, Indian, Mexican, somebody else is going to take that advantage, fire you from your job, and have their whole entire corporation or business ran by AI. Now, it's important to take into consideration that it's important to get ahead of the curve. Now, for a lot of black people, you might be thinking to yourself right now, I'm not siding with those AI devils, but the truth is that you might just need to. A lot of black people are very great at doing business, but we do notice that a lot of black people, one thing we all lack is that financial backing that we've always needed in order to run successful businesses. Majority of people that have businesses, they say it ends after the first year, correct? So we can see that it's already very difficult, but mainly the main reason it ends typically is because of the financial backing, and not having any strong financial structure will lead to a horrible financial outcome. All right. So it could technically help you out in business. OK, now this is just something to keep your mind open to, man. You know, a lot of people might be thinking to themselves, damn, but you know, I want to actually hire real humans. I want to hire real humans too. Humans are everything. I understand. But at the end of the day, we have to take this into account. Right. Next, it can also assist with media/entertainment. Now, a lot of black people, right? We have a lot of great independent black movie producers, a lot of great black movie writers. But one issue that's going on is that if you're going to employ people to act, whether it's an actor or an actress inside of your movie, a lot of times we realize that a lot of these actors and actresses come with a heavy fee, especially if you're trying to get somebody like a Will Smith or an Idris Elba, right? It's very expensive, you know, and a lot of black people don't have the money for it, man. This is just the simple truth. You know, what's really going on is, unfortunately, due to the fact that a lot of black people, we have a certain history that nobody wants to typically acknowledge, but it's the truth. It's the foundation of the country. A lot of people don't want to take into account that slavery existed, and a lot of black people do not have that financial backing that they need in order to run successful businesses or a successful media franchise. I mean, Tyler Perry's done it, but how many others do we hear that's able to do things like that? And I want to see more black people being able to flourish, you know, and I believe that AI can assist with that. It can assist with you, black people that are looking to maybe movie write. Maybe you're needing help with some, you know, thought when it comes to some creative thought when it comes to your movie, you know, and everybody says AI is not creative, but it can give you some form of direction, right? You know, the next thing that, you know, it can also help when it comes to the entertainment spaces, not having to hire all these actors. Now, listen, let's still hire the main actors that you need for the movies here and there. But when it comes to the backgrounds, right, you know, a lot of times we need people in the background that's just walking past, and people that's in the crowd. And let's say it's a basketball game for a black movie, and we playing basketball, we shooting hoops and all that stuff. I know the form looks crazy, y'all. It's because I'm holding the mic. Don't get it twisted. I can ball. I'm a baller on the court. But listen, I know, right? It's like, but we using like real people for the actual dunking and the real people for the actual shooting and playing basketball. But yeah, but do you really need a crowd, you know, that you're paying? Because I know people that are in the music industry inside of Los Angeles. I am from Inglewood, California originally, but later on in life, I moved to Los Angeles. And, you know, I've met a lot of people in Hollywood, and they always tell me they're getting paid about $100 per day to come out to be in the background of a movie. And while I do want those people to flourish and I do want them to still make their money in the acting career that they have chosen or the actress career that they have chosen, the simple truth is that a lot of times for independent producers, it's not easy to have to pay for all that. You know, $100 per every background actor inside of the crowd. That's thousands of dollars that a lot of you guys are spending on people that are in the background. I hate to be the bad guy, but somebody has to be. If we're going to be raw and real, let's just be raw and real, guys. So that's the second way that it can help black people, that AI can help black people. It can help black people in the movie and even sometimes even in the music industry. We did say this is entertainment, right? So it can even help in the music industry. Next, number 3, we have healthcare. Now, how can it help you out when it comes to healthcare, right? Now, since unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of these Western countries, specifically America, though, hello, America, I'm currently traveling around the world, but that is my country, right? And the truth is that America has a lot of science that has been done to understand the biological autonomy and anatomy of white people inside of the country. This is just a simple fact. And a lot of times they haven't ran enough, experiments to understand. Well, they have done some experiments on us, don't get twisted, but I'm just saying they haven't had enough understanding of what exactly a black person may need when it comes to proper health care, even when it comes to a proper diet. There's a reason that, black people, we have bigger bones. It's because we are structurally different from white people, and that's no problem. That's fine. But it is important to take note that, sometimes when, you see in America healthcare classes, they might, or healthcare in general, they might say, oh, you need this much calcium because, a lot of people, of course, are trying to get bigger bones, are trying to get strong and healthy bones. But really, do us black Americans really need bigger bones if our women literally have, scientifically, they say bigger bones than white men? So, and this is from a slim chick. She can still have bigger, stronger bones than a white man. So, this is something to take into account. Our healthcare system, a lot of times, they prioritize, the majority of the country. That makes sense. It makes sense. But there is a huge percentage of people that still live in the country that still need healthcare, that still need proper treatment, still need proper understanding based on their biological anatomy. So I believe that AI can also help with healthcare. I've even ran the demo when it came to someone that I knew that was sick, and I asked it some questions. I said, I have this person that's this age that needs this, and they're going through this. They are black. They're on a vegan diet. How exactly does this work? And the AI let me know that this person can do this, this, and this, and this is how this works. Not to mention also, when it comes to the infant mortality rate, they do say inside of America, they getting a lot of these black babies up out of here. So I know we don't like to talk about stuff like this, but are we here to lie or are we here to keep it raw and real? This channel's not called Lie-nology, it's called Rawnology, okay? We talking about technology in a fun way, but we have to keep it raw and real, right? I even actually used AI for myself. I asked it what type of herbs would be good, for something that I was trying to do with myself. And it told me some healthy herbs that would be good, for someone like me. Even actually I had a deep dive with AI one time. I asked the Google Gemini, I said, hey, when you guys go on Google, you can easily just type your question now and get that little paragraph at the top instead of having to look through the websites. I remember back in the day, boy, I'm telling you, looking through them websites was something, man, wasn't it? But yeah, so you can just go on there and you can find exactly what you need. And it told me exactly the herbs I need. And it actually even said that black people, we need I don't want to say the wrong thing because these are two closely related words, chlorophyll and chloroform. No, we need chlorophyll, not chloroform. I don't believe we need that one. But it said because black people are closer to plants, and I know that sounds crazy. Maybe we're going too far into this, but you guys get what I'm trying to say here. It can help you with healthcare because a lot of black people need proper understandings of their biological anatomy, okay? Next thing that I believe, and if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, man. I really appreciate you guys for being here, and subscribe and hit that notification bell to get more videos just like this, all right? Because we finna chop these up. We finna have these coming out, y'all, so be ready for the mother videos, all right? Anyways, therapy. Now, a lot of black people don't like to talk about that. Our grandparents and our great-grandparents had a lot of trauma. Even our moms and our fathers had a lot of trauma in their life. The simple fact of the matter is that therapy is very important. And post-slavery, a lot of black people didn't get it. So a lot of that trauma and a lot of this behaviors that we see in black communities that might look very sporadic and stuff. And yeah, it's not looking too good sometimes. I can admit to it. But the truth is that You can speak to the AI now. Now, am I saying that all these industries can be, when I mention healthcare, am I saying that, oh, just replace your doctor? No. And when I mention therapy, am I saying just replace your actual therapist? No, because sometimes you really do need, proper humans to still do proper work, right? We're not there yet in a Wall-E world. Wall-E. We're not there in a Wall-E world where you guys can just go ahead and chill in the chair and the robots do it all, right? We're not there yet, but I will say that, having a therapist that you can talk to that is not a human, that won't judge you, is a pretty good feeling. I can only imagine if I was somebody that went to therapy, I would most likely probably rather speak to a smart AI than speak to a human, just based off of the fact, that maybe I'll speak to the human on some things, but based off of the fact that the AI cannot judge me like that, yeah, it might be better, it just might be better. Okay. So next thing, so I don't chop off you guys' ears talking. Next thing is legal assistance. We do know a lot of black people be out here. My people, this hurt me to say, but we be out here doing some wild stuff. We got some wild boys. Fly, 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 blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff going on, and sometimes it's for the right reasons. Maybe it's self-defense. Maybe it's, just some issues that you're having. Maybe you just had to do something just to do something, and you did it the right way, but you need help legally getting assistance, man. That AI, man, I'm telling you guys, AI has been known to win court cases. You guys need to look into it. There's been a few documented cases already that AI has won independently, single-handedly. So look into that. And lastly, I'll give you guys a bonus for what would this be? I guess number 6. Lastly, I'd say historical evidence, historical information. A lot of history was lost, over time for black people. And that's something that it can also definitely help out with. A lot of black people do not have, their history. A lot of black people don't know a lot about themselves due to the fact that we were lied to so many fortunate times. But yes, it can also help with understanding your history as well. They leave a lot of things out of the textbooks. Sometimes you might hear something from your grandparents and you need to look it up and fact check it. Yeah, a lot of times AI can find you that information. Now, do we stop at just the AI? No, we keep going, keep trying to find more information, but it is useful in that aspect. Okay, guys, so I appreciate you guys for being here. I tried not to talk off your ear off, and I tried to keep it real, raw and real. So if you guys like videos like this, man, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, man, stay raw, stay real. We gone. Holla.